Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. George Corso, CS. So happy to be back with you guys once again for some stick mobility. We have a lot of fun exercises that we're going to do today. So we will need access to all three sticks, as always. Actually, don't deviate from that too much. I just like them too much. Hello back. And make sure you have access to a wall and access to a ceiling as well. We're going to focus a lot on core like we always do, but we're going to put a ton of work in today into a lot of hip mobility and that Cossack squat position that I like to work on. We're going to do a lot of saying. You can't hear me? Hold on one second. That's odd. Hopefully that works now. Okay, so let's get to work, shall we? All right, so we are going to start with this big stick first. Let's open up our thoracic spine. Put the stick right on your mid-back, on your mid-traps. Squeeze the glutes nice and tight, and we're actually going to kneel down for this one. Take your pelvis, tuck it forward. Press your feet into the ground. So my feet are pointed. Press your feet into the ground. Grab the stick and try to shorten it. Squeeze the glutes nice and tight. Bring your pelvis forward. Okay? The more you lean back, the more the quad you're going to feel. I'm going to rotate to one side, and I'm going to attempt to touch the ground. I rotate to the other side. I try to touch the ground. Grab the stick, try to shorten it. So we go 1 and 2. 1, brace those abs. And 2. Squeeze those glutes nice and tight. Rotate around. And back. Rotate around. And back. If this is too much for you, simply just come up a little bit higher. 1, 2. As I rotate, I'm trying to brace the abs hard as I can. Squeeze the glutes hard as I can. So I'm working those abs in that rotation. And the side I'm turning away from is the side I'm stretching on my quads and my hip flexor. 1, 2. We're almost there. 1 and 2. Last one. 1 and 2. Great. Let's stand up. Okay, next we're going to lie on the ground for this one. This one's going to feel really good. We're going to open up the shoulder a little bit. So, I'm lying on the ground. I'm going to make sure that I'm close to the stick where my pisiform bone, here, the heel of your hand, is in line with my sternum. I'm trying to move the wall towards my left side. So my right hand is pressing against the stick. See? Not grabbing it. My palm is open. From here, I'm going to rotate around, stretch out that shoulder, and come back. Now be careful with this one. If you have a tight shoulder, you might just get to here. That's okay. The goal is to come all the way around, hold, pressing into the floor and the wall. Hold for about 2 or 3, and come back. Try to avoid your trap pushing up into your ears. Try to keep that shoulder down and away. And back. When I come back, I'm letting that whole body help me. I'm pushing my left elbow into the floor to help roll back. Keep some slight tension on the stick as you rotate around, and then I relax. And hold. Back. It's a great shoulder mobility exercise. 2 more times. Rotate around. And back again, make sure the pisiform bone is in line with your sternum. 1 more time, bring it around. And back, opposite side. That one feels so good. Okay, here we go. Now for me, I start with my left leg bent because my left arm is up. If you want to stay flat, that's fine. But I like it because I can push off my foot to help me rotate around. You might find one side a little tighter than the other. Come back, let the arm help you on the way back. Keep pressure on that palm going into the stick. Let's rotate around again. Get that body prepped. Feeling good. Bring it back. Brace the abs as you rotate around. And back. We got 4 more. Rotate around. And back. 3 more times. Brace the abs as you rotate around. And then I relax. Bring it back. 2 more. We're going to do a lot of unilateral training today as well. Now that I'm thinking about it. A lot of work will be from the floor and the standing position, but a lot from the floor today. And great job. Let's stand up. We will need now 2 sticks. We're going to do 2 different motions in this standing position. We'll start with our chest flies first. Okay, so I'm going to put the bottom of the sticks in this V position here. I'm going to come forward. I'm going to bring my arms up. And then I'm going to step forward as far as I can. Squeeze the glutes on my back side so my left leg is forward. As I'm pushing into the wall, I open the arms up. I come back. I push back. I come back up. When I push back up, I pull the shoulder blades down to send them down the body. Okay, I want to get those lats involved. Take a step, under control. Squeeze the glutes on the back side to stretch out the hip flexor as well, and the chest. Push into the wall. Back to center line. Help yourself back up. Step. Squeeze the glutes, rotate around and hold. Bring it back and stand up. Step. Bring it down, squeeze the glutes on the back side still. Make sure that your front shin is vertical as possible. Pressing into that wall, I come back to my center line. I step back up. 1 more time each side. Step, squeeze, drop. I'm stepping a little slower, trying to articulate the ankle a little more. You know, some style components if you want to call them that. For me, the smoother I try to move for myself, the more I try to articulate certain body parts, the better I feel for me, and the more under control I feel. Squeeze in the glutes on the back side. And stand up. Great. We're still going to work with that lunge. Now I'm going to have the hands in the same position. I'm going to come into my lunge position here. I'm kneeling down now. I'm going to make sure that my elbows are directly under my wrists. Pull the shoulder blades back. And from here I'm going to tuck the pelvis forward. My pelvis is tucked forward now, feeling the stretch on my right side. From here I press up and I lean into it so my arms are still over my head. I don't want to be here. All right, on the way down, I pull the shoulder blades together and I come back to make sure the elbows are directly in line or under the wrists. I press, lean forward and come up. I pull the shoulder blades down like I'm doing a pull down or pull up. I want to descend the shoulder blades. When I'm in this position, I am tucking the pelvis again. Press and lean. Drop that pelvis, squeeze the glutes, try to get the biceps in line with the ear. I pull back, squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis under, and now my elbows are in line with my wrist again. Press. Still prepping that body. Bring it back down. 2 more. Bring it back down. Try to move the shoulder blades first on the way down. 1 more time, still squeezing the glutes on the back side. Tuck the pelvis, bring it back, and switch. I'm going to press. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis on the way back. Press. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the pelvis. That's 2. Press, brace those abs. Overhead, hold it and own it. Squeeze, this feels great. Bring it back. My mobility is everything. Bring it. Press up. Bring it back down. And my shoulders are on fire right now. Press. Descend. The shoulders back down. Keep that elbows right under the wrist so we're not here. I don't want to be shrugging. I'm pressing up. Bring it back. Last one. I'm up. Hold it. Pull it back down. Great job. We're ready to roll. All right. First part of our exercises. Okay, we're actually going to start in the standing position first. I'm going to get the legs a little more warmed up. Okay, I want to play in that Cossack position, that Cossack sway position. Okay, so actually before we do that, let's get started on our horse stand squat first. I'm going to put the stick on the ceiling, right hand on the bottom, or right hand on top, left hand on the bottom. It's fine for now. And we've done the churning butter drill. here when we're pressing into the ground, pelvis is tucked forward. We're going to do that in our squat position, our horse stance squat position, but we're going to be pulling up. Okay? So I'm going to find my horse stance squat, and I'm going to go to my left first, come around the body. We have 1, 2, press up hard as you can. 3, 80% pressure. 4, this burns already. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stand up. Shake it out. We're going to do the opposite side. Pushing up into the ceiling. This time my opposite hand will be on the bottom. Other one is on top. Same exact thing. So if our left hand was on the bottom, going to the left. Now we're going to the right. Drop down. Rotate around. That's 1. Rotate around. Make sure you're not struggling. You drive that shoulder back and around for 3. Back and around for 4. Back. This is 5. Back. 6. Back. 7. Around. That's 8. Come on. 9. One more time. And 10. Great job. Okay. Now we're going to take that into our Cossack sway. One of my favorite moves to do with and without the stick. Okay, I did this in one of my earlier classes. We're going to take that into our, almost like our ninja flow at the bottom. Okay, our ninja lunges. So I'm going to drop down, pushing into the ceiling. My elbow is back. Now only go as low as you can, as long as your feet are flat. You might just get to here, that's completely fine. I'm pressing up into the ceiling as I come around. That's 1. Back. This is the end of 2. Push into the stick. Try to keep that chest up. Try to stay flat as I rotate around. 3. You burn right after those horse stance squats. 4. Feet are flat, elbows or knees are in. Make sure they don't collapse in. Okay? This is 5. Keep opening up those hips. 6. Only low as you can. 7. 8. Brace those abs. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. And 10. Up. Shake it out. We have one more exercise down there. Ooh. I firmly believe that if you want to get that low, it's good to work it back to back to back to back. All right. I'm going to take a variation of this. I'm pushing the bottom of the stick into the wall. I'm going to find my lowest point once again in that Cossack squat position, that Cossack sway. I'm going to put it to the inside of my left thigh. I'm going to lunge down, what's best for me. Okay, and I'm going to have it, push into it where my leg, it opens up my leg a little bit. And from here, I have my right hand on. I slide down. I come back for 1. Only as low as you can, that's it, okay? Keep those feet flat as you can. This one, slight uncomfortability is good, but not pain. I go down for 2. Push down on the stick. And 3, you might have to hold it up with your opposite hand, your left hand, that's fine. But push down. That pressure going down is going to work on the abductors a little bit more. 4. Keep this knee open. 5. And 6. 7. 8. Cause my 8 ball stretch. 9. Last one is hold there. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's go to the other side. Okay. Same thing. Drop down. Reach into the ground and the wall. Find what's best for you. Okay, here we go. I got 1 and back. We all got that tight side. This is my tighter side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Whew. Okay, we're still sticking with the big stick. Actually, no, we're on the small stick first. Okay, so last week I did a crybaby motion with the big stick. We're going to use a small stick for this one. Okay, so I had it when we were connected to the wall. This time, and we did something similar where I brought it to the inside of the leg. This time I'm going to bring it to the outside and try to push the leg in. I come back to center. I push to the outside, try to move the leg back to center. Okay? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in this position. On the outside, try to move the leg in. You hold for 1. Adjust the stick. Try to move the leg for 2. Move for 3. Move. 4. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm here. The stick is here. Going this way. It's against my knee and my thigh and my ankle. For 5. I move. 6. I'm pushing the hip outward so it doesn't move. Locking the leg on the opposite side. 7. Move the leg. 8. Move. 9. One more time. Move. And 10. Opposite side. Here we go. Ready? And move. For 1. Move the leg. 2. Move the leg. Feeling those abs. 3. Move the leg. For 4. Move. 5. Move that leg, but keep it strong and stabilize. 6. Move. For 7. Move. For 8. Move. For 9. One more time. Move. And 10. Great job. Okay, we're going to go to the long stick now. Kind of the same idea. We have 4 different exercises that we're doing, all working the right side of the body and then going to the left side of the body. We're going to start with our 2-point of contact beast rows. So if you've done any animal flow practice, this is called static beast. Okay? And then we're going to do some limb lifting. So if I take one limb off, it's 3 points of contact. If I take 2, it's 2 points of contact. You decide what's best for you for these rows. The goal is to get one hand off the ground, 1 foot off the ground for 2 points of contact. The less points of contact, the more abs that have to work. If you have a hard time with that, stay with 3 points, meaning my hand and my feet will be on the ground. Okay? I'm pushing the stick back into the wall. I want to make sure that in the beginning, it's almost like 2 inches from my knee, the front of my hand. So when I row, it'll be in line with my hip. So from here, I'm going to get my left foot off the ground, keep my right knee an inch off the ground at all times. I row, I come down for 1. I row, down for 2. But you notice again that my wrist is in line with my hip as it rises up, so we don't get the shoulder blade involved, the upper trap involved. Let's do 10 reps. Keep it strong. Here we go. In 4, try to move that wall. 3, 2, 1. I'm in my 2 points of contact. Right here. 1, hand can go down for 3 points. 2, and down. 3, and down. 4, and down. 5, and down. 6, and down. 7, and down. 8, and down. 9, and down. One more time. And 10. That is not easy. Keep the stick right where it's at. We're going to lie under it. So it's rowing on my right side. I'm gonna go back to that crybaby motion, almost like last week once again, but now I'm only gonna go to one side, back to center. So watch. My left leg will start forward, my right leg will be back. I rotate around, I try to move the wall, I come back for one. I rotate, drive my elbow into the ground as I move the stick backwards for two. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. We move for one. Drive and rotate for two. Drive and rotate for three. Drive and rotate for four. Drive and rotate for 5. Drive and rotate 6. Drive and rotate, brace those abs for 7. Drive and rotate for 8. Drive, rotate 9. Drive and rotate for 10. Great job. Okay, let's go to the opposite side now. For those beast rows. Again, if you need help, just go right to 3 points of contact. It's all good. All right, make sure your elbow pit is forward so those lats will help me stabilize my upper body more. Okay, arms, palms are open hard as I can, or wide as I can. I don't put my hand to the outside. I move it under me more, just to give me more of a base of support. Okay, here we go. Right leg will be up slightly as we row. Ready? And we go. 1 and down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9 and down. One more time. And 10. Okay. On the ground. Mobile and stronger. Let's find this goal. Let's do it together. My right leg will start forward. Arms in the middle. The left leg will go up. And I'll rotate to the left side. And go. 1. 2. Drive the stick back. And 3. And 4. And 5. Brace those abs. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. And 10. Great job. Hydrate if you need to. Okay, so part of my class didn't upload last week, so I want to go back to a move I did last week in that Cossack position once again, just so we have it on tape so that when you guys go back, you can see it video-wise, is the 100 lunges. So again, it's in that Cossack squat position, because I did say we're going to work on that a lot today. So if you weren't with me last week, or if you were, remember, I'm going to start my lowest position for me. You do what's best for you, as long as your feet are flat. From here, I have it into my shoulder, okay? I'm going to rotate up. Driving my elbow back with one side, I rotate up, I come back down for 1. Okay? Let's rotate up, make sure the knee doesn't collapse in. Down for 2. Up, down for 3. Only low as you can. Up, down for 4. Up, down for 5. Up, down for 6. Up, down for 7. Up, down for 8. Up, down for 9. Last one. Up, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Switch to the other side. If you need to stand up for a second, stand up. If not, rotate right over. Let's have it in one more time. Here we go. Rotate up for 1 and down. Up for 2 and down. Up for 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. Up for 7 and down. Up for 8 and down. Up for 9 and down. Last one. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. Let's move on. Okay, sticking with the small stick, still working with right and left side of the body. We haven't done this probably since my first or second class. Okay, I'm going to put the small stick into the wall. Now when I bring my left knee into it, I want to make sure that the knee is not parallel, but slightly past the hips. Okay? Driving the stick in, make sure it's even. It's hard to tell sometimes when you're here. Okay, make sure it's even. I'm driving back. Push my hands into the ground. Make sure that your ankle is in line with your knee, not below. And from here, I'm going to drive up. We're going to hip bridge and back down for 1. So make sure, again, you're past parallel with your thighs so you can find the highest point of that bridge. Down for 2. Try to move the wall with your left thigh. Up. Down for 3. Brace the abs. Don't arch the back. Up. Down for 4. Up. Down for 5. Up. Squeeze the glutes. Down for 6. Up. Down for 7. Up. Squeeze. Down for 8. Up and squeeze. Down for 9. Up and squeeze. That's 10. We got 5 more. Brace those abs. 5. Drive that knee in. 4. Feel those abs and hip flexor. Up for 3. 2 more. Up. Brace those abs for 2. 1 more time. Drive up and 1 other side. Drive that knee in. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 1 and down. Up for 2 and down. 3, down. 4, hold it, down. Up for 5 and down. Up for 6 and down. Up for 7 and down. Up for 8 and down. Up for 9 and down. This is 10. 5 more. Brace those abs. 5. Drive back for 4. Drive for 3. 2 more times. 2. Last one. And great job. Excellent work. Okay. We are moving on. Okay, we're going into the large stick now, the long stick. Okay. I'm pushing it into the wall. Once again, instead of having my right hand on it, my outside hand, I'm going to grab it with my left hand. The stick, my wrist should be in line with my sternum. My left hand goes to the side, almost like I'm doing my right side, almost if I'm doing Turkish Get Ups. Option 1, keep the legs on the ground, point those toes, and I'm going to use this to move me to the side just a little bit. And then I'm going to come back. Option 2, I'm going to be in a hollow body position, meaning my legs will be up, okay? With my legs up, squeezing the glutes nice and tight. I rotate around to the side position, side hollow body. I slowly come back. Now, on the way back, I'm fighting it with my rear delt. I'm pushing myself with my right hand to give myself some resistance on the way back. I'm giving myself resistance on the way forward and the way back. So a lot of rear delts to make sure we're not shrugging, that we're descending the scapula into the down towards the hips once again. Okay, here we go. Brace those abs. Pick your portion, which one's best for you. We got 10 strong reps. Have a good grip on the stick. Elbows locked out. 4, 3, 2, 1. I rotate around. Make it hard to rotate around. Make it hard to return on the way back for 1. I'm around. Back for 2. Around. Back for 3. Around. You can hear the struggle in my voice. I'm fighting it on the way forward and back with my right arm. Around. For 5. Around. Make sure those feet don't touch if you are doing hollow body. 6, if you're not, keep the feet down. Around. For 7. Around. For 8. 2 more times. around, brace those abs for 9. One more time, my rear delts are screaming at my abs. Around, hold it, and 10. Whew. Other way. Definitely felt that. Okay. Again, wrist in line with your sternum. Or slightly below it, but not here because I don't want to shrug. If I go below the sternum, it's going to pull that rear down to the place where I need it. Okay, here we go. And begin. I fight it, I rotate around. I come back for 1. I'm around. Back for 2. Around. Back for 3. Around. Back for 4. Around. Back for 5. Around. Back for 6. Around. Back for 7. Around. Back for 8. Around. Back for 9. One more time. Around. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's 10. Brilliant job. Well done, guys. Okay. We're moving on. Okay, let's get the ab break. We're going to actually go back to that Cossack squat position. Okay, now we're going to do our dragon lunges. Okay, I'm going to have one hand. My left hand is going to be pushing into the stick. I'm going to bring my right leg up. So, as I lower down to my Cossack lunge, okay, you're going to touch down with your toe as light as you can as you get back into that Cossack squat position. Okay? I took a course with Ida Portal, or not with him per se, one of his courses years ago, and they had a great example of this. You want to almost like, as I'm touching, I want to touch with almost like 1 molecule at a time. That's what you want to think about as you do this. So try to touch as gently as possible. Okay, so I'm here. I come down. You might just get to here. That's fine. I'm trying to lower, push myself away from the lunge, and then I come down. I slide back up, and then I'm back up. So I'm using the stick to help me come back up. Okay? Here we go, 10 reps. Down nice and slow. That's 1. Down slow. That's 2. Push into that wall. Drive that leg up. Squeeze the glutes on your standing leg. Down. For 3. Down. For 4. Down. For 5. Down. Feel those hips. For 6. Down. For 7. Push into that wall. Down. For 8. Down. 9. One more time. Down. For 10. Woo. For those glutes. Other side. Here we go. Okay. Right hand is on now. Left hand's grabbing, right hand's pushing. I'm going to come up with my left leg, and we're going to drop. Here we go. Down for 1. Down for 2. Down for 3. Down for 4. Down for 5. Push into that wall. Down for 6. Down, touch nice and gentle. For 7. Down. Hold. For 8. I like this drill to help me learn to stand up straighter. My chest up. Down. Strong on every angle. For 9. One more time. Down. Up. For 10. Great job. Hydrate if you need to. Let's move on. Okay. Okay, so there's two different moves here. Yeah, we should be able to get them in. Okay. So, first one, I want to push into the wall. I want to lie down. Okay? But it's on my side once again. I want to make sure once again that my hand, my pisiform bone's in line with my sternum. I'm trying to move the wall in this direction. We're going to do the first portions of a Turkish Get Up. We did it one time a while back facing the wall. Now the pressure's going away from me to my left side. Okay, try to move the stick or move the wall. Arm stays locked out. What I don't want to do is I don't want to make sure my hand goes forward. I want to keep it honest and go up. Okay? So, brace the abs, make sure your knee doesn't collapse in. I want to roll to the side a little bit, and I'm just coming to here right now. Okay? And then back down. We're trying to come to the elbow to start, and then we'll take it into a different position. Let's do 10 reps here first. Here we go. Now, if you have a hard time, you come and get to here, that's all you need to do. Okay? Here we go. And then I'm going to come up for one and back down. Try not to readjust the hand. Keep it where it's supposed to be. Up. Down for two. I'm driving the stick into the wall and the hand towards the ceiling. Up for three. My hip is helping drive the stick in. Make sure the knee doesn't collapse in. For four. For five. Up. For six. Up. For seven. I'm going to turn so you can see this way as well. Okay. Up. For eight. Two more times. Up. For nine. One more. Up. For 10. Let's go the opposite side. Here we go. I'll do it from the side once again. This is a better angle for you guys. Okay. Here we go. Pushing into the wall. Same thing. Half position to start. I'm going to come up for one and back down. Push into the wall and the hand drives to the ceiling at the same time for two. Brace the abs. Up. No shrugging. Push yourself away from the floor for three. Up. For four. Up. For five. Up. For six. Up. For seven. Up. For eight. Two more. Up. For nine. One more time. Up. For 10. Let's go to the other side. Okay, we're kind of running out of time. We should be doing static stretches now, but I want to really show you guys this move. All right, so I'm going to take this, come up onto my hand more, and in yoga, my friend Venus did something similar to this, and in yoga they call it the wild things pose, but we're going to add this into our stick mobility today. So I'm going to come in. I come up to my top position. I come up onto my toe, and my arm goes back. I come back, I lower back down. If that is too much for you, by any means, please just stick with the first progression, okay? All right, so again, pushing in. Make sure we're not shrugging that shoulder. I'm driving that shoulder in, so my scapula to protect my shoulder on my planting arm. Ready? And we come up to the side. I come up onto the hand. I bridge up. I'm on my right toe. I reach back for one. I slowly come back down, pushing into the stick. Okay? We got 5 of them. Roll, up, bridge, back down for 2. Up, bridge up, push, eyes go back for 3. Brace those abs, come up. I'm up, push back for 4. One more time. I'm glad we did this one. Up. Bridge up, reach. 4, 5. Great job. Opposite side. Okay. Here we go. Same as before. Okay. If you need the first progression, just stick with that. Okay. I'm going to come in, up, reach, and we come back down for 1. Up, reach, back down for 2. My eyes are always on my hand. Up, on my toes on my left side, hit the gas. On the way down, your hand comes down, hit the brakes. For 3, 2 more times. Up, reach. This is the last one coming up. And then we're going to stand up and go to skin the cat necks to stretch out our shoulders from all this stuff we just did. We're going to come up, reach, bring it back. Great job. Let's stand up first with 2 big sticks. Okay, skin the cat. We know the drill. Stay in between the sticks. Have a good grip on it. Grip high as you can. Come around, and now it's a static stretch. We're just going to hold. All of our static stretches at the end, I always try to keep somewhat similar. Just hold. Try to drop a little bit deeper. Having a good grip on the stick. Come back up. We'll do it one more time. Reach around and come down. Great job. Just like last week and this week. Actually, the week before that, last week and this week. We're going to find our butterfly or our wood position. And the more we do this stretch, the better we're going to be at it anyway. So I'll start with our hands first. Okay? Again, try to keep your heels in between your legs as close to your business as possible. Take your hands, push down the legs. Now fighting up and down. 1. Fighting the way up, down for 2. Fight and the way up, down for 3. Fight and the way up, down for 4. One more time, fight on the way up, down for 5. Now put the stick on your inner thighs and press down. We're going to hold for 15. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's grab the small stick. Let's find our child's pose position. Let's put right hand on top first, left hand on the bottom. Walk yourself out and drop your shoulders down. Lock out those arms, make a fist hard as you can on the stick. No need to stretch the hips too much anymore because we just did a ton of that today. Switch hands, come on down. And we are done. We went a little overtime with the strength training today, but I'm pretty sure you guys are okay with that. Do a little extra static stretching on your own is always a good thing. Guys, thank you so much for joining out with me today. I really enjoyed today. I enjoy every week with you guys, but thank you so much. And I appreciate all your love and support. Support stick mobility. Peace and love, guys. This is George Corso, CSCS. I'll see you next week.